Very nice. So welcome back to the class. After a week, we are meeting again. Okay. Let us understand the tense and its parts, as we had already involved there in present tense. We had seen there the present tense, where in present tense, in its subparts, we had seen the simple present tense, its usage, and even its structure, and how to transform the present tense that is given in assertive sentence, so it should be transformed into negative or interrogative sentence. Okay, in this way we had seen there. Let me share my screen with you, the last screen that I had shared with you. Okay, can you see the screen there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we had seen there about the singular, plural, and subjects, as well as the verbs, and how do we use them with particular subject, with particular verbs. Got it? Now let us understand the another subtype of present tense, that is the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense. See, the name is suggesting here that it is perfect. Perfect means completed. Perfect means completed. Are you getting my point there? Okay.
Yes.
Singular, for singular subject, what kind of structure we would use there? Okay, see beta, one more thing that I'm going to tell you here. Don't take any studies lightly, as you are going to appear for exams afterwards. Okay, so nothing is to be taken very lightly, because these things which are studying now, those are basic things. Which are those basic things? Now see, why did I say this? I said this because many of the students would be in overconfidence that yes, I have already learned this, I have already understood this, I have blah and blah. Okay, lots of things would be there. Means we sit in the class with prejudices. Okay, with some pre-knowledge, and that is very dangerous. See, whenever you sit in any class, just sit like you do not know anything. Okay, then only you will be able to understand the concept properly. So let us understand perfect tense, that is of present tense. Okay, in singular subject, we use subject plus has plus v3 plus object. V3 in the sense main verb third form. For example, look, second form is looked, and third form is also looked. Okay, understood? But sit and sit and sit. So these all the forms are different, but their pronunciation and their spellings in all the tense form is similar there. Okay, so suppose I have already taught you what the singular subjects and what the plural subjects are. Here you will see. Can you see here? Okay, understood? Such things we have already taken there in our class, we have already seen in our class. Okay, again I would repeat this. Suppose the subject comes over there like he, she, it, okay, Ram, any name, proper name over there. So with these subjects, you will use has in perfect tense with V3. Okay, V3 in the sense verb third form. It is not compulsory to use object over there until and unless the verb is transitive. Which verb is to be used there? To use the object, transitive verb. There are two types of verbs. I means these verbs like transitive and intransitive. Here transitive is something where the verb carries object to complete its Meaning here intransitive is something where it does not require to complete its sense. Okay, have you got it? So he has cleaned the utensils. He has cleaned the utensils. Here he is the subject, has cleaned is the third form of the main verb, utensils is the object used over here. Similar in using the plural form of the subject, okay, we use or there is only one change, and that is instead of has we use have. Instead of using has we use have. Okay, with any plural subject here in present perfect tense. Understood? And the rest of the things would be same. How can we make it negative? There is only simple formula to make the sentence negative, and that is singular subject whatever be. So with has you have to use not, and with plural subject you have to use have plus not, and rest of the things would be as it is. Means whenever you are trying to make the sentence negative, so it is very compulsory to add there not after helping verb. After helping verb, for example, I have not called him, the train has gone, sorry, has not gone or has not left the station. Understood? You may use this kind of negative sentences and this structure as well. How can we make it interrogative? See, in every sentence you will find these things. Okay, here just if you want to sir, 1 second beta, just I'm coming within 2 minutes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for inconvenience. Actually, there was someone. Okay, it was urgent to meet him. So now, whenever we try to make it interrogative, it is very easy. See, what is the formula? This formula is used in every tense. Okay, whenever you make the interrogative sentence of verbal type, this type of question is called verbal type of question. Why verbal type? Because this or such kind of question requires answer in yes or no format. Requires answer in yes or no format. Okay, that is why it is called as verbal typing. You no need to explain anything over there if it is asked in this format. Okay. Second thing, whenever you have to see, it is very necessary to understand which is a vital thing over here. If you want to make it negative interrogative, so how do you make it negative interrogative there? This is negative sentence. Helping verb plus subject, and after subject you have to put not to make the sentence negative as an interrogative sentence. Have you not seen the parrot? Okay, so this is something that you have to make the sentence negative word. WH type of question or WH questions if you have to make, so it is simple to put WH, okay, word before the helping verb. It has become now WHW. Where have you not seen the parrot? Where have you not seen the parrot? Understood? In this way, we have to make the negative interrogative or simply interrogative sentence. Just take example. Has she gone to Delhi? Have they not seen the Taj Mahal yet? What have they eaten today? What has the poem not come? Sorry, why has the poem? It is poem written. It is poet. Okay. Why has the poet not come yet? Understood? Understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now let us jump to the another tense. That tense is present perfect continuous tense. Now beta, listen to me very carefully in this tense as well. See here, two things are mentioned. Like this tense is perfect as well as continuous. This tense is perfect as well as continuous. How is it done over there? Till now, you might have learned such tenses over there or the types of tenses over there, but you must know why do we use perfect and continuous together. See, though it is given in present tense, but the action which was started, that was started in the past. After that, what happened? That action, it was started there in the past. Now, that action was completed or is completed at some extent, is completed some extent. That is why that is perfect. Okay, in present tense, because that action has been passed on to the present tense from the past. Means suppose I have started something yesterday and today it is completed for some extent, and also there are chances to be continued and still they are continued there, or the action has been continued there in present. So definitely I would be using the present perfect continuous tense. It means there are chances to be continued. There are chances to be continued. Did you get it? The action would be continued form. Now let us understand the structure of this tense.
Afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Sir, this is my first class. So can you explain what you're teaching until now?
Who is this?
Sir Krishna Pranav.
Hmm?
Sir Krishna Pranav.
Krishna Pranav. Definitely, I would be repeating all the things which you have missed till now, but in a rapid recap, I would be telling you that I would like to tell you that we are studying or our second class, I think it is. Okay, this is our second class. Don't worry about. We have started with the tenses. Okay, and in tenses there are three types, and in those three types they have some subtypes as well. And in those subtypes we are studying the present tense and its subtypes, where we are at the last subtype of present tense. Understood? If you are not understood,
Yes, sir.
I would be telling
Understood,
you,
sir.
I would be telling you later on, and all the things which are taught, they are written over here. Huh? Okay, don't worry. You'd be I would be sharing this. Okay, in the Wise app only, in the resource tab. Got it? You have to go through that and you can see if these
Okay, sir.
are available or not. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
let us see why it is called, means I told you that why it is called as perfect continuous tense. Now subject is being used. Suppose singular subject is there, means if you write the single structure, so subject plus have or has plus been plus main verb ing form is used plus in optional you may use for or since plus object. Okay, or you may use the object before and after that since or for plus I have written again now plus since or for plus other words. Now here in this structure it is not written since or since and for. So let us understand first of all their usage. So since is used over a period of time, okay, over a period of time, and for is used for a particular period of time. For is used for a particular period of time. It means this for is used to specify the perfect time period, and since it tells you uncertainty of starting the action in the past. Understood? Means we do not know when the action was started at that point. Okay, for example, if suppose I write here since morning, but I don't know, okay, when in the morning, when that action was started in the past in the morning. Okay, since morning. Now that morning could be from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? Am I clear there? Okay, so for this we use since. And if you have to tell the perfect time over there, okay, for a particular time period of any action, so you may use like 2 hours, it is completely okay. For 2 months, okay, 2 days, 1 hour, okay, such things if you have to use. So before that you have to use for. If you have to use like year, okay, so year, and particularly you are writing any month, so you will use since, like since 1984, okay, since April, since May, since January, okay, such things you would write there. Got it? Understood? Now let us understand why do we use been here. Can you tell me why do we use been here in this tense? Hello?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Let us understand B forms for this. Whenever we say, did we learn this B forms? I think I have told you. I have taught you. No, I did not tell you. So let us understand first of all the B forms. B forms are nothing but the present form, past form, and perfect form. Okay, and also present participle or participle form. So B form in present are am, is, and are. These are called the B forms in present. Second, was and were. These are the past B forms, and been is its perfect form, okay, of B. It is been, and that is the perfect form of B. Okay, here being is the participle form of B. Have you got it? Now there should be a question, why do we use been here in the sentence structure in perfect continuous tense? So beta, whenever you have to make the verb or action word perfect, so here we cannot use the same verb with two tense form, like in perfect form and continuous form. Perfect form and continuous form. So to make the sentence perfect, we use been instead of using third form of the main verb. For example, here one example would be written for you. you have been attending this class for a month. Okay, you have been attending this class for a month. Suppose I would have not used been here, so what would have the third form of attained? Attended, right? So is it grammatically correct there using attended with attending? No, it is not perfect in grammar, and that is why we, instead of using third form of the main verb, we use the ing form and we use been to make it perfect. Have you got it?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. So this is the difference, that why we use been over there with the ing form. Got it? Here she has been practicing since morning. See, I have written here since. So in such words or with such words, you can use since. Plural form, I have told you just. Subject plus have plus has. Okay, together I have taken there. Let us understand the negative sentence of this tense. Very easy. Subject plus have has plus not. See, whenever we use combined helping verb like has been, could have, okay, shall be. In this case, if you want to use negation, so you have to use negative word in between the combined helping verb. Here also it is used same, have plus been. Okay, so not is used between, in between. Have you got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Negative sentence, oh sorry, interrogative sentence of this tense. It is very simple, as that we had seen there in the last subtype of tense. Have you got it? You have just put the helping verb in front of the main subject, and the things which are given there or which are structured there, you have to put as it is. You have to put as it is. Okay, only the place would be changed of helping verb. Same, if you are to make the WH type of question, so only WH word is to be written or is to be used before the helping verb. That would be transformed into WH type of word. For example, have you been sleeping since 8 o'clock? Has he not been living in this house for a long time? Why have they been playing football since morning? Okay, such sentences would be constructed using present perfect continuous tense. Understood? Now for present tense, see, all these sentences are given here. Okay, within one example. Pawan speaks French. It is a simple present for singular. Rohan and Soumya speak French. This is simple present tense but with plural subject. She is speaking French. One word is means one sentence is repeated but with different tenses. Okay. She is speaking French. See, you should not say that I speak in French or he speaks in English. No, this is a wrong construction according to the grammar. It's not a correct sentence there. The correct sentence is that I speak English, you can speak English, I can speak English, I can understand English. Okay, such things you can use okay over there. But suppose any notice is been prescribed or is been circulated, so what would you use? The notice is written in English. Okay, we should not say like notice is written English. That would be wrong construction. You should say like the notice is being circulated in English. Okay, so these are slight differences while using English as spoken or as in written word. It is very easy to be used over there. Okay, see, English is very simple language than other languages. as it has to be written very clearly. Okay, there is no rule to put the punctuations, lots of punctuations over there, right? Only the signs we have to use. Fourth is he has learned French present perfect for singular. They have learned French perfect tense for plural. She has been learning French and they have been learning French. These are for perfect continuous tense with singular and plural subjects. Have you got the point with present tense?
Yes, sir.
It was very nice. Oh, sorry, it was very easy to be understood. Okay. Now let us jump on another things now. Let us go to other one, and that is past tense. See, beta, any problem you persist over there while teaching process or learning process, so you should interrupt me and you can ask me the question. Have you got it? Don't keep the questions for next time. Got it, beta?
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
to use it. Okay. Now see, past tense. Why do we use this past tense? Past tense is used to tell the action which is already done. The action is done. The action is done or completed. The action is done or completed. But when? Suppose some action is being completed just now. So it would become the simple past tense. For example, I started the class. Sorry, I started the class. Okay, means I started means suppose I have started the class before 5 minutes or 10 minutes earlier. So I would say I can transform it or I can use that action to be completed and I can tell it into the simple past tense. So any event or any action that took place in the past, can be referred to as the past tense. Below, we have discussed in detail the 4 subparts of past tense in English grammar. Okay, so let us understand the first part or subpart of past tense, and that is simple past tense. It is very, very easy. See, whatever the subject you are using, or whichever the subject is used, you have to use main verb second form only with any subject, whether it is singular, whether it is plural. Okay, suppose I have written here I started, I could have written here he started or they started. Means this verb would have not changed its form. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It means in the simple past tense, the verb acts as a non-finite verb. As a non-finite verb. Sorry. Non-finite means the action or the word or the form of the tense is not likely to be changed. It is not changed over there. Have you got it? Okay.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay. So for this subject, see, it is not written even here for singular or plural, isn't it? but in all other tenses, you might have seen that word. So this structure is for singular and that structure is for plural. But in this tense, I did not use here singular or plural because all the subjects, they take V2 means verb second form and object with them. So he ran away. He ran away. Here he is subject, ran is second form of run, and away is adverb. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
How can we make its negative sentence? See, it is something that we have to learn very clearly over here. Whenever you want to transform the affirmative sentence of simple past tense into negative tense or negative simple past tense, okay, so you have to use did as a helping verb there. Now, one more thing. Whenever we use did, so in any sentence, whenever you use did, so please use V1 with it, because the past tense is already used with did, and in the sentence, because of using a use of did, we need to use V1. V1 in the sense verb first form. And if you want to make it negative, so did not or didn't. These two words you can use over there. Like this, it's a structure would be subject plus did plus not plus first form of the menu. See, it is written first form means V1, whereas it is written here V2. Understood? There is no rocket science to be understood this. I did not attend the function. Understood? They did
Yes,
not
sir.
watch television. Suppose without did, if you have to use, so it can't become negative. Okay. But without did, if you want to make it negative, so what can you use? Never. This another word, negation word, you can like I never but attended. It would be used as attended. Second form would be used of the main verb. Understood? If you want to make the negative sentence of simple past tense without using did or using never, so you need to use never after subject and definitely the second form of the main verb in the continuous form. Okay, not continuous, but second form. Okay. Rule for interrogative sentence. It's very simple. You have to just put did. It is for only simple past tense. Then subject, main verb, first form, and other words. Suppose you want to make it WH type of question, so only you have to put the WH word before did, and it would become the negative, the interrogative sentence of simple past tense. Got it? You have to put just the question mark after that. It is very, very compulsory because it is a part of punctuation or it's a punctuation sign there in interrogative sentence. Without this sign, that sentence is not considered as the interrogative sentence. Did you play a game? Why did she abuse her friends? When did father go to office? Why did Supriya not speak the truth? Okay, such sentences can be made over there. Another thing or another tense in past is past continuous tense. It is just like present continuous tense. Okay, beta? The only difference is there in present tense, we had three helping verbs for different subjects. But here, only two are to be used. Sorry, was and were. Was and were. This is definitely for singular subject, and this is definitely for plural subject. Okay, this is used for plural subject. And after using these helping verbs, you need to use main verb ing form. That is also called as present participle. It is known as present participle. Okay. See, whenever there is ing form used in any sentence in English, so it is a form of that word, particular verb is the present participle, or it is also known as gerund. Okay, this is also known as gerund. For example, she was going shopping. It means some action was going on at that time in past. Plural form, they were going shopping, means that this action was taking place there in the past, but with more people. Okay, how can you make it negative? Simple, only not is to be used, after was and were. Understood? This is the only thing that you have to use. Okay, not is used after was and plus ing form of verb ka ing form you have to use. For example, she was not singing a song, they were not eating mangoes, okay, eating mangoes, these are the objects. A song and mangoes are the objects. Interrogative sentence, it's very simple, just put the helping verb before the subject and rest of the sentence would be as it is. It would become interrogative sentence, that too of verbal type of question. Suppose you want to make it WH type of question, definitely you will have to use WH word before the helping verb, and definitely it would become the WH type of word and explanatory question that you have to explain the answer. Okay, were you eating a mango? When was the milkman milking the cow? Why was the blind boy crying? Okay, blind boy. Another tense or subtype of past tense is perfect tense. See again, perfect. It means some action was started in the past and it was completed there in the past only. Okay, the action was started in the past and was completed in the past only. For expressing this action, we use the the past perfect tense. Okay, now let us understand the structure of it. It is the very simplest tense. Why did I say this? Because whatever the subject is given over there, you need to use had as helping verb, and after that you need to use third form. See beta, wherever there is the perfect form of the verb or perfect tense, you always need to use third form of the main verb. For example, Sumit had left the job, they had left the job. See, there is no difference. It is singular, it is plural, but still it did not change. Is it changed? No. Had and third form of the main verb is not changed. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
tense over there that you can use, okay, properly. Negative sentence, definitely after had you have to use not and third form of the main verb, as they had not attended the function. For interrogative, the same rule would be applied, as you have to put the helping verb in front of the subject, and there you would use the rest of the structure as it is. And suppose you have to make the interrogative negative interrogative sentence of past perfect tense, so you have to use only sorry, had plus subject plus not plus main verb third form plus object. Okay, this is the simplest structure for using not or making the interrogative sentence in the negative sense. Okay, see, there would be a question that where would you use these tenses? So I have an answer for that, and that answer is whenever you will be attempting the question paper, they would definitely not ask you the question in the simplest way. They would ask the questions in a tricky form so that you would be confused and you would try to think over it. So they may ask you the question in the form of narration, they may ask you the question in the form of active passive, in the form of error and correction, in the form of fill in the blanks. Okay, in such a ways they can ask you the question, and that is why learning tenses is very important. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So behind learning anything, behind learning anything, there is a reason why do we learn that thing and what is the logic behind it. Got it? As you might have heard these things in your science class most of the times. Okay. Example is, why, sorry, has she watched the movie, or why had you not gone to Delhi? Why had you not gone to Delhi? This is an explanatory sentence. Sorry, yes, the explanatory sentence over there. I did not say exclamatory, explanatory, I said. Okay. So be careful while listening. Another tense or subtype of past perfect, past tense is past perfect continuous tense. Again, same thing is persisting over here, but this time the action was started, it was completed at some extent, and it was continue for some time period. In past only. Okay, it was continue for some extent there in the past, and that is why this tense is used. But most of the times this means the last type of every sentence, every tense is not used. They are used very rarely. Understood? So here again, there is no selection or choice in the subject. Any subject you may choose over there. Had been. Okay. Had been you have to use, then a main verb ing form and object is to be used over there. You may use even for and since. For and since may be used. Got it? Got it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Is there any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay, how to make the combined verb or helping verbs negative sentence? I have already discussed in the present perfect continuous tense. If it is combined, so in between you have to use the negative word, that is not. Like they had not been going to office since the 5th of July. Okay, the 5th of July. It is a specific day or date. That is why this article is being used there. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Now let us move to another understanding of tense, and that is future tense. What is that? Future tense. These are only the sentences which are written over here, and they belong to each subtype of past tense. Okay, There is nothing to be told over there. Okay. Future tense, definitely the upcoming time or the action which will take place in the future time. It means it is not completed and even it is not running at the time of speaking. In the future, it will be taken place. Okay. So the action that are to take place in future fall in the category of future tense. We have discussed the subparts of the future tense in detail for the below. Okay. Here, acting, article followed by the examples for the same. Means after this we are going to learn the determiners. That is why it is written over there. Okay, article is the determiner that we are going to study over there. Simple future tense. Subject plus will shall plus main verb plus object. So here one thing you have to be confirmed with. Will can be used with any subject verb. But while talking shall, it is used with I and we. These are the first persons. Who are these? First persons. So in English grammar, shall is used most of the times. Most of the times with I and we. But in modern English, shall is not being used. Okay, since a lot time. Okay, means it is just an eliminated object or eliminated helping verb in sense of future tense. Okay, or simple future tense. What is this example? I will visit my uncle tomorrow. Now there is one another thing. It does not mean that if you are using shall with I and we does not mean that you will not use will. You can use. Now there is another difference. Why do we use shall and why do we use will? Whenever the action is non-emphatic, means it has no weightage of that level, so we may use shall. And whenever the things are to be certain, okay, that will take place in past, future. Okay, that time we use will. Means some emphatic pressure or emphatic action is to be going on or going to be happen there in the past, future tense. Got it? Then we use will. Here the subject is I plus will, okay, followed by the main verb first form, visit, and then the object. Okay. What is the object over here? Can you explain?
The
Can you,
uncle?
huh?
Is it uncle?
Uncle is correct, but it is commonly an object. My uncle is object here. And tomorrow is an adverb. It shows the time and it is called as adverb of time. Okay. Tomorrow. When? Tomorrow. Negative sentence of simple future tense. After helping verb, you need to use not with the main verb first form. Here, if you are using shall, definitely again you have to use not after that. Interrogative sentence, it is very simple. Only the helping verb is to be put in front of subject and rest of the things would be as it is. WH type of question if you want to make it. So definitely WH type of word is to be put before the helping verb. Okay. Example, will she not come in the party? Who will help him? Why will your friends not come here or your friend not come here? Okay, got it? Huh? Yes,
Sir.
Peter? Hmm. See, future continuous tense. What does it tell you? It tells you that the action will be continued in future time. In future time. So subject will be or shall be. See here in continuous form of the future tense, we need to use be after helping verb and ing form of the main verb and object over there. I shall be going to the market tomorrow. Understood? After will, you need to use not. Okay, if you want to make it negative, and in between will and be. I told you earlier that whenever you want to make the sentence negative with combined helping verb, so put not in between the helping verbs. Okay, negative, it is no need to tell you that how to make the sentence negative. Can anyone explain this, whatever is written here? Can anyone, please, one of you, take initiative there? I would not call the name. I want that you should explain it by your own. Can anybody? You just have to explain this. Nobody? Oh.
Sir, can I give a try?
Yes, yes. You can.
Yes, sir. So basically, in this, rules for negative sentence, right, sir?
Yeah, definitely.
So in this, basically, you should have you, he, she, it, they, or basically third person or second person pronouns, and then with will not or shall not be, and then plus first form of verb or V1 plus ing.
Okay. What does it tell you then? It would be the negative sentence in future continuous tense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Examples are given. You can read the examples as well.
Okay, sir. They will not be studying in the city college. So
Okay.
here they gave they as the third person pronoun will not be, and then first person like V1 is studying.
Now it is
Sorry,
V4.
study. V1 is
Studies.
study,
Okay.
and then ing studying in the city college is basically the object.
It is
The object, sir.
okay. It is called as prepositional object
Okay,
because
sir.
before object in is used. Okay. So it is
Okay, sir.
prepositional object. Understood.
Yes, sir.
We will learn this about this as well in the active and passive voice. Okay. If we are going to learn those. Now, very good. Interrogative sentence. Okay. Now let us understand future perfect tense. Again, some action would start in the future. It will be continue till some time and it would be completed in the future. Okay. In this or with this objective, we use future perfect tense. See again, perfect has come. It means the main verb third form would be used. Perfect. Wherever there is perfect, there would be third form. But there is a slight change in this tense. Like after will and shall, we have to use have, but it can be used with any subject. Okay, it does not mean that if you are using he, so you cannot use as will have and it will, or it would like will has. It is wrong. If you are using has, so it would go wrong, as you would consider that, oh, for the third person we do not use have, you use has. Okay, but in this case there is this rule is not applicable over here. Okay, you have to follow the structure only. So any subject will have or shall have plus v3 and object is used. Okay, that is future perfect tense. Same things are repeated over here. Within the combined helping verb, you have to use not if you want to make it negative sentence. Interrogative sentence, definitely you have to put the helping verb in front of the subject and the rest of the things would be as it is. Okay, future perfect continuous tense, it is also the tense like present and past continuous or perfect continuous. Like any action would be taken place in the future, it would be done at some extent, and it may possible that it would continue in the future time. That is why we use future perfect continuous tense. Okay, the structure has been given here. Subject plus will have been here. You use been is the integral part of perfect continuous tense. Okay, or perfect tense. You may use it whether the sentence is given in active voice or in present passive voice. It's suppose, and most of the times it is in it is used in passive form of the sentence. Got it? That also I would be taught you, or I'll be teaching you there. Okay, here in the sentence, she will have been working here since 2015, means in 2015, from 2015 she would have been working here. Okay, or in or for the company or for this industry or whatever. Okay, where is she, wherever is she working. Got it? Negative sentence, definitely after will not is being used and have is used over there. After that been is used. Okay, after that been is used to make the sentence perfect. Got it? Because I told you the concept of not using the third form and continuous form at the same time. That is why we use the perfect form of be instead of perfect form of the given main verb. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In this way, we have completed the part of grammar, one part of grammar, that is tense, and that was that is very important to be learned, to get it very clear. Okay, then only you would be able to understand the other questions which would be asked there in the examination. Okay, because if you know the tenses, definitely the other things you would get very easily. There is nothing to be worried. Understood? So let us conclude this class now. Have a nice time. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow again. Okay, with another subject, and that is SST. You may leave the class now.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.